Hey everybody, welcome to Average Guy Opinions. I am your average guy, John Corelli. Episode 140. Did you hear that gurgle? I just had like a cup of coffee and it so I hope that didn't come through, but if it did, I don't know if it matters. I told you about it either way. So hey, here we are. A lot in the news today, but a lot of snippets in my opinion, so I didn't really feel like I'd give 10 minutes on anything, but I'll just go through the news. I might turn the screen off because I'm tired of it bouncing off my glasses. Just a second here. There we go. I don't know if that's any better. Jeez, make me look like I'm orange now. I'm an Oompa Loompa. All right, so first thing in the news that I saw today was that the biggest iceberg in the history of us keeping track of these things has broken off of Antarctica. It's massive and it supports all my, it supports anything, any science or any reasonable person that knows that this planet's getting hotter and that that's not good for humans. So here we are. But this thing is in between the size of Delaware and Rhode Island. Granted, our two smallest states. But if you went to Rhode Island and told a person, there's an iceberg bigger than this entire state floating off the coast of Antarctica, they would be like, Jesus, that's insane. So it's all perspective, but that is a large chunk of ice. It'll eventually melt. I don't know if the ocean's going to rise a lot because of it. Probably won't. But once again, it's me going, hey, I feel like the last 20 years I've been like, I told you so. They tried to tell us 50 years ago on Earth Day. A lot of people were trying to tell us before that. We got to be kinder to this planet. I hope it's not too late. I hope we're not going to be all trying to get on the rocket ships to Mars that totally won't be available to us. Which leads me, very convenient segue to China has actually landed a rover on Mars, so that's pretty cool. They took some shots, and Mars is about as bleak looking as Antarctica. I do a joke about Mars, like, why are we going there? And my theory, I may have told you guys this joke before regarding Mars, but I think we're going there because back in 1991, a little movie called Total Recall came out with Arnold Schwarzenegger. And back then, the guys that are running NASA, that, let's be honest, a lot of well-educated white men that are middle-aged men like me are still running NASA. And back when that movie came out, they were my age. They were 24 or thereabouts. And what did they see when they went up to Mars? Woman with three tits. That's why we're going to Mars. Stupid joke, but I like it. And I set it up better on stage. Speaking of that, I will probably do one of my videos this weekend. Jeez, I can't think of words. This isn't good. But I've done 3 takes already, and I've kind of been beating myself up, so this is it. But this weekend, I have a show on Friday night in Boulder. I do 10 minutes, and I will try to get that recorded and make that my average guy opinion for the following day, hopefully Saturday, maybe Sunday. So hopefully you'll enjoy that. Mostly some old stuff, some new. You guys probably haven't seen. If I don't expect you to know my jokes. I don't expect you to go to where I have my jokes on my YouTube channel. So hopefully you can enjoy that. I'm trying to say a lot less in these videos because I notice rather than just taking a breath and relaxing, I don't have like a millennial speed motor mouth. I've never had that brain. I'm not that smart that I can't just I just can't rattle it off. You see, I wouldn't say pedantic, but I'm definitely not hyperactive in my form of speech or my mode of communication. But I am trying to say less, so there may be more pauses where I just breathe. Hopefully, maybe I'll start smoking. Maybe that's a good idea. But those were two things in the news I saw today. I also saw there's a mass exodus. It was really amazing. It was almost like watching carp. And I don't mean to dehumanize these people, but it was like watching, masses of fish or dolphins or whales just all going to a place. This happened where Morocco, and I didn't know this. This was a little geography lesson for me. So, as many of you know, that's what is the Strait of Magellan? I forgot. I'm trying to remember what strait it is that goes through in between Morocco and Spain, separates Africa from Europe. It's very small, but I did not know Spain owns like that very top part of Africa. That's a little part of there, so they own that entire canal. And the place is called Ceuta. Ceuta, I believe, is how you say it. Ceuta. And the footage was amazing. If you get to watch it, I was checking out CNN for a little bit. I know that makes me a hippie, liberal, ignorant, mainstream media idiot, but the footage was pretty amazing. 8,000 people swam around this breakwater, and there's fencing there because they're trying to keep immigrants out. Because why? I don't know. I think we should all just be kind of a have this free for all society where, yeah, you got to work, but let's work for things that matter. Let's work at making food. Let's work at curing disease. Let's work at building homes for each other. Let's just take care of each other. This economy's all built on bullshit. What we need to do is just take care of each other. That's why I kind of like being a teacher. I feel like I'm at least helping somewhat. I'm kind of helping the collective, I hope. Uh, but it was weird watching 8,000 people swim and they get to the beach and there's just cops and military there waiting for them. Nobody got shot, but already 4,000 of them been sent back. And it's a dilemma because what are people supposed to do? If you live in a place where you can't get food and there's no opportunities, you might just swim to the place where you hope you can get that. So that's understandable. It's an interesting situation. I'm going to maybe give you another update on in the next couple of days. I just find it kind of a, I don't know, I'm very much an, how do I, I'm not an optimist. I'm an idealist. I'd love to just see us have no borders and take care of each other and not base hatred on religion or skin color or any differences. And I know that's extremely unrealistic. It's not going to happen. Humans have hated each other since the beginning of humanity. I hate my hair, and we're going to continue to. I just got something I got to deal with. But I would like that. That's my utopia. Is just we all take care of each other. Hey, you make some food. I'll make some clothes. Oh, you make video games? Yeah, we can still do that. Can we maybe get some? I'm gonna make that face instead of going I'm just gonna go. That's my new thing now. Boy, does that suck. But as this, as the world heats up, maybe we could use things like Space Force instead of getting into a stupid space race with the Chinese, worrying about colonizing a planet that's highly unlikely to colonize and such folly when we have such a good planet to already live on. Why don't we put all those resources, all those people into putting a windmill on every house, on every building, putting a solar panel on every building and cooling this planet off. Hey, if it gets too cool, we can always heat it up again. We know how to do that. Just start burning more fossil fuels. If you all freak out and go, oh no, what do you think? You're gonna live on a big block of ice, John? Well, if we do, we know how to heat it up. We've proven we can do that. So that's plan B. The final thing I saw was heartbreaking. Excuse me. A little girl named, I think it was Nadine, or I didn't keep track of her name very well. Just a little 10-year-old that lives in the Gaza Strip. And she's actually a content creator. Well, actually, not really a content creator. She's more just like a social media at age 10. She's trying to be an influencer and tell about her life. And people are very interested about it because she's doing shows in her house that's all blacked out, either because they're out of power because of the war they're in, or because they had to turn off the lights or turn off the power so they're not as easy to bomb. Showed footage of her just walking around this rubble buried what used to be a neighborhood, and her just losing it and crying and saying, I want to be a doctor. I'm 10 years old. What am I supposed to do? And it was just heartbreaking and beautiful at the same time. She's an amazing little girl, and hopefully she is able to grow into an amazing young woman that can be part of the problem, or part of the solution, not the problem. There was one scene that really hit me hard. She's playing in the rubble with her little brother who's like 6, and a couple rockets go overhead. Now I wanted you guys to think about this. I'm 53. I've never seen that. I've never seen a missile or a rocket go over where I live. I've seen a lot of planes. Saw a bunch of C-130s on the weekend for some reason, and I see fighters all the time. But I think about that. Have you ever seen an actual weapon of mass destruction sail over your neighborhood? Probably not. And this little girl had to see it, and her little brother started freaking out and crying. She's like, "Oh, they're not coming near us. They just flew over us. They're not going to strike near us." And she had to rationalize that and smile and laugh while she's holding her brother's hand as her brother's freaking out. They asked her later why, and she's like, I had to be that source of strength for my brother. Imagine having to be that type of source of strength at age 10. Nobody should have to do it. And that's the world I want, and that's the world I can try to work for. I hope you are too. Anyway, that's my time. I know it was kind of rambling. I know it was all over the place. Like I say, give me some suggestions if you want me to comment on stuff, and I can try to make 10 minutes out of it. Thanks, you guys. See you next time.